That steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Cool.
Hey, Rashad.
Caitlin Clark, bro. So yeah, man. Caitlin Clark had a stalker. Let me see. He was arrested in Texas. Is this the Texas dude? This him right here? All right, let me see. So a bunch of Jesus stuff. Dang, the whole thing is Jesus. Oh, that's wild, bro. The following emojis for those who think our father is an old gray beard in heaven who has a brown beard younger son. You have nuts for bolts for brain, rattle, rattle. Oh, he's denying Jesus. Oh, okay. That's interesting. You must give it through your thick skull that our Father is the infinite spirit that fills the infinite universe. You cannot see his spirit. You cannot see the spirit. Jesus died on a Wednesday, a few minutes after 3 p.m. And Jesus walked out the grave on a Sunday, a few minutes after 3 a.m. Almost the exact same amount of time the prophet Jonah was in the belly of the whale. If a virgin uses what the heck? One kitty is worth more than all the precious metals on the earth. One human is being. This man is, well, obviously, he was stalking, but this man is unstable. Times Magazine takes a man, Christopher Reeves, and turns him into God. He was cooking right there. I ain't gonna lie. He cooking a little bit right there. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not condoning any of his activity, by the way, but hey, I'm just saying. He said something right there. A gallon a day keeps a doctor away to steal water. It's crazy. Christ arrives with this church in Jerusalem where he will rule the earth for 1,000 years. The Holy Spirit impregnated Mary. The Holy Spirit is as much as the father of Jesus as Mary is the mother. The Father, Holy Spirit, the Trinity is fake doctrine. The Father spoke through the mouth of the Son and commanded the apostles to obey his image on his mount and at his baptism. The same voice that spoke on the mountain of transfiguration, transfiguration also spoke at the baptism of Jesus. Therefore, Jesus transfigured in both events into a bright light with the wings of the archangel. Okay. He's speaking on some pretty dark stuff. All right, I'm sorry. The purpose of the Son is to show us how our Father, in all caps, loves us. The Son and the Father are one person, Jesus. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? All right, hold on. Caitlin Clark. CJ Stroud loves me? Brother, what are we doing? You want to listen to some Sunday AM music with me? Let's start with Everything to Me from Avalon. Keep him locked up. Keep him locked up. Keep this joker locked up. You want to listen? Brother, you as a grown man, what he's like 42? He was tweeting this much at the girl every single day with no response. You ain't getting no response. You just, Caitlin, hey, I'm about to get some coffee. Caitlin, I'm about to pee. Caitlin, I'm about to go to use the restroom. Caitlin, I'm about to go to work. Caitlin, I just got home from work. You gonna do all that, my guy? Not get one response, and you just gonna keep tweeting her? Keep him locked up. And he paid for the blue check mark so he can edit what he posted. You don't even have the platform or whatever to even make the money off of the blue check. You just doing this up crazy. Here we go. You want to listen to some Sunday music AM with me? Let's start with Everything to Me by Avalon. Caitlin Clark, do you want to get coffee in the morning at Momentum? You probably think making out is gross. My brother. See, this is what I was talking about, man. I was on the Jada, what's her name? Jada, the basketball player I reacted to. Jada, the basketball player. Let me see. Jada Thorpe. I was on Jada Thorpe's page, right? And she was posting some stuff, right? She posted a Q&A. That's what it was. And she said, y'all let me know. She said, here it goes, right here. Shout out to Jada Thorpe. She said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the Q&A. What questions y'all have for me? Man, Here we go. How do you like to be kissed? All right. There it is. I call it out. First question is OD LOL. We have to normalize calling out people when it's weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? It can't be no, you know what I'm saying? We letting it slide. What is your hip measurement? I said, this is insane. Why are you here for? You want to be our friend, right? You simp. We have to call it out, bro. We have to call out weird behavior because if we don't, it might just look like little jokey joke, horny man on the internet thirsting over a woman. It looks like that at first, but then it turns to something like this. So we have to call out creepy and weird behavior on the internet because it turns into real life threats. And you be dang, right? As a bystander to just watch somebody just be creepy, right? Just sit back, whatever. You're watching them be creepy from the side and stuff like that. Something happened, God forbid something happened. Then you, oh, no, always knew it. Nah, it's too late at that point. That's why you had to be proactive with creeps and stuff like this, man. This is crazy. Caitlin Clark lucked out again. Maybe we can watch it together. My brother, you was talking to yourself. Good night, Clarky. Stop it. I will post you tomorrow. What is we talking about, bro? Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow undefeated. You talking about 2006 Florida Gators, brother? Chris Leak been retired since how long? What is he talking about? Caitlin Clark, stuff is just stuff. It's temporary, but the soul is eternal. She hasn't played a basketball game in 8 months. Caitlin Clark, I don't have no problem with you playing in Unrivaled, not playing in Unrivaled now. Look at this stuff that she had to deal with just from playing basketball, bro. I'm gonna sell cherry slushies on the corner of Illinois and Ohio to get people's attention. I'm gonna act homeless and wave a neon sign that says "We'll die for sin. Bring it, work it, own it." What is you talking about, my guy? Hope you have fun and a happy night, yo. I already got the effing gift. And then if you see Caitlin's page or Caitlin just said out in public, half the time she taking pictures with fans in the middle of the aisles at the stores, bro. And it's cool that she wants to be normal and this and that and stuff like, but it's like it happens all the time. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like the first thing with the commercial flights, it was like your safety, your safety, your safety. Okay, then we get the private flights. Caitlin understands more than anybody else that she can't move how she wants to move, bruh. She understands that. Like she's been understood that for a few years. I still get nervous because of situations like this, bruh. Like I still get nervous with situations like this, bruh. Like this is crazy. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. And anytime, like I'm telling you, this is once again. Here's Buddy right here.
Experience a couple months.
Like I said, like anytime you see some crazy stuff about who is it? Angel Reese. I just seen another one. Because Angel Reese was showing Marina Mabry how to twerk. And she was up there with Chelsea Gray. I seen some people repost that clip talking about you can just tell Angel Reese a freak. My guy, y'all have to stop with these creepy comments to these strangers that y'all don't know on the internet, bruh. It's crazy. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that. And if you see that, you as a fellow internet browser, it is your job to go in the comments and shame them. That is your right as a person with the social media account to publicly shame. Yo, this is crazy. You out of pocket for this. Because if nobody tells them, yo, what you're doing is weird, no one's gonna believe what they're doing is weird. And shouts out to I think this guy's name is Omar. He's in Atlanta. He used to be like an editor for A&P. And he's done some work with OTE as well over there in Atlanta, or there by Atlantic Station, my old stumping grounds, things of that sort. And I've had a back and forth with him a little bit in Hunter Cruz's comments before. So salute to him. I want to play this thing from their podcast talking about this situation. Oh, this 6 minutes. Oh, I might not be doing the whole thing, but we'll see.
Ago when it came to other athletes, and was acting like this didn't happen. And now we're taking it seriously because it's happening to Caitlin Clark.
Well, we know why. A couple months ago, it was the Chicago Sky, talking about being harassed and everything like that. And they don't care about them black women. But
Fly J, on the side of this, because it's like I hate to come off as all lives matter and stuff like that right now, but like it's really all women, bro. It's all women. To be honest, to be completely honest, and y'all know I'm the first one to pull a race card, but it's really all women that we need to protect in this league, in women's basketball. Period. Dating back to the college kids and the high school kids. I had people commenting on AZ Fudd high school highlights back in the day when I'm reacting to AZ Fudd highlights going into her freshman season at UConn, and they commenting, if I was just a few years younger, she's a doll, this and that. Buddy, I'm not about to comment on no high school kids' looks. What the hell is we talking about right now? Y'all don't know how crazy that looks. See, I'm so glad, and I'm jumping from thing to thing. I'm so glad Kendrick really shamed Drake for his behavior, because I think a lot of times when people think with PDF files and stuff of that nature, right, going into this year or last year, right, you think 35-year-old man, 40-year-old man, 50-year-old man in the church, 60-year-old priest, and you think a 13-year-old or younger, a 7-year-old child, a 6-year-old child, you don't think 17-year-old high school senior. You don't think 18-year-old high school senior and a grown man. You don't think 16-year-old. Well, you probably think 16-year-old. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you don't think those things. I'm so glad Kendrick called that out when his opponent in the rap beef had a history of having weird kind of flirtatious public moments with those 16, 17, 18 year olds. You know what I'm saying? People that have gone through like puberty and you know what I'm saying, all those things and stuff like that, and might look a certain way because they put on some makeup and do angles and surgeries and Instagram shoots and all that, and you act weird with that even when you find out they like that's crazy, bro. And I'm so glad that Kendrick called it out and made it the number one song of 2024, bro, because too many people was moving like that, bro. Beyond Drake, too many people was moving like that. And it's important for us to call it out and say, this is weird. You need to know that this is weird, bro, because it's not safe. This ain't safe. This dude right here, what he was doing, texting, tweeting Caitlyn every day with no response. Just, hey, my Katie, I love you so much, Katie. We're going to do, my brother, what is you doing, bro? What the comments that Angel Reese gets, and like Angel always brings up, the AI little pictures of some quote unquote leaks of her body and this and that. Like that stuff is weird, bro. Angel is a baby. Angel still look like a. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I still look at Angel as a baby, as a younger sister to me. I ain't nowhere near the age as half of these dudes making some of these comments, bro. Charleston White got to be what? Charleston White be going again. What, about 40, 40, 45, 46, maybe 42 at the youngest, bro. Shaq got to be what? Shaq got to be 50. What are we doing here, bro? Like if you look at Angel, especially if you see her in person, she got a baby face. She fresh. She like 6 months out of college. Six Forget college. She's 6 months out of undergrad. Not even 6 months out of her MBA, not 6 months out of her doctorate, not 6 months out of her PhD, not 6 months out of, you know what I'm saying, all these other degrees and stuff like that, her law degree. She's 6 months out of undergrad, bro. That is still a child, bro. Technically she might, oh, grown woman. Yeah, she's a grown woman, 22, 23. I get it. But when you 40, 50 years old, I ain't looking at no dang 22-year-old. God forbid. Not going. This ain't wood, but wherever the wood at. Pause. Crazy. But yeah, man. I ain't doing that. That's crazy. Y'all, bro, we have to call out weird behavior when weird behavior is being done because it turns into real life danger. And it's no longer a laughing matter, it turns into real life danger. And salute to the authorities for arresting this man in Texas, I believe it was the state he got arrested in. And continue to protect these young women. When you see something, say something.
But let the great white hope get intimidated. Let the great white hope fear for her safety. Put that nigga in jail yesterday. Simple as that.
I just don't know what was going on with the. Well, I do. They were making deep fakes of her, but was there like a specific person that was stalking Angel Reese at some point? I think that's a
Flau'jae
big-
had the stalker. That's what I was going back to. I forgot all about this. Flau'jae had a stalker, and she was talking about it on a podcast with Juju Watkins, bro, over the summer. And she said, like, the dude was coming up to campus at LSU's campus, and did you get my letters that I wrote you? And she was like, dude, who are you? Like this older guy just constantly following Flau'jae and showed up to their facility after a practice and spoke to her face to face. What are we doing, Baton Rouge? What are we doing, LSU campus police? I'm sure Flau'jae can't take any physical classes. I'm sure she hasn't probably her entire college career because she came in college as a celebrity, as a famous person. She has to be protected, man, to and from, man. This is some money on the line. She already a rap star, already Rock Nation signed star. She about to be a WNBA star in a few months. You know what I'm saying? Or a year. But yeah, man, we have to protect these kids. Juju Watkins said there was this grown man one time. He has to take a selfie. He pulls out his phone, and the wallpaper is Juju. Grown man. She said, dude had to be like 30 or something like that, 32. Grown man. We have to call out weirdo behavior. We have to protect these young women. Like I said, it was AZ Fudge stuff, like high school, Breezy Hall, high school. Comments I'm getting about these girls' looks from 50-year-old dudes, bruh. It's not cute. It's not funny. When it's weird, say
difference in
something,
this
bro.
case is like there's a specific person.
I
but-
mean, even in that one, it was the recording of the guy who had approached the team, and they were like, "This dude was stalking him." Now, at the time, I remember people just saying, "Is he stalking though? He's just asking the question. He's not coming off like that's how they played it off." But we don't know anything prior to that. We don't know if anything happened before that. We don't know if there's what could have been said off camera prior or after the incident. So it was just the clip of the guy asking whatever question he asked, and people deemed that as the entire incident.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Angel Reese, unfortunately, like had her own stalker. Like a lot of female celebrities, even like streamers, talk about stories of creepos like flying out to their houses. So, hey, man, if you're in the public light as a female, it's tough. Like again, I'm not trying to justify it, but it feels like it's just a part of the game at this point to have a fucking stalker. Like, that shit weird.
They're gonna call y'all soft in the comments. And I'm not saying it's right because I'm just saying that's exactly what they're gonna say. And they also gonna say NBA players deal with this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, that
They
is a
do.
thought
It's
I
not
had.
justified.
Yeah, I'm about to say on the flip side, there are plenty of women that be stalking these NBA players trying to get attention, all this shit like that. So it does happen. I just don't get the point of us seeing this happening and being like, it happened for the men. All right, then be concerned about the men as well. We can be concerned about two things at once. We don't have to sit there and say, oh, well, suck it up, Caitlin. Not that way. It happens to the guys. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give that side any time of day there. I mean, but I guess I shouldn't even be talking right now because all I would do is echo you guys' points. Yeah, I mean, obviously fucked up. Don't know what to say about the specific dude outside of maybe him specifically. Probably just something mental. Not excusing the behavior, but no. When he knew it was imaginary, it's like okay, so he's not even like on some OD shit necessarily. He just literally just
Yeah, nigga didn't even really fight it for real. They said,
Yeah,
"How
he
you
like,
doing,
oh,
sir?"
yeah,
He said,
it's made up.
I'm on vacation. My imaginary relationship.
He said,
Yeah, I was
what?
wondering.
Well,
He said he was on vacation in his imaginary relationship. No, this is crazy, bro. Everything you need to know. Shout out to Kicks. 55-year-old man. He replies to Caitlin, gets really disturbing. Been driving around your house 3 times a day. I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind a bench. The more you read, it gets worse. Lewis, he made a 1,000 plus mile trek so he could get closer to Clark. Court documents revealed the messages that were traced to an IP address near the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home of the what happened to the Conseco Fieldhouse. I remember that back in the day. Throwback. Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home of the Indiana Fever. When police confronted Lewis in his Indy hotel on January 8th, he claimed that he was on vacation and that he was in an imaginary relationship with Clark. A no contact order was issued by the court, along with an order for Lewis to stay away from Gainbridge Fieldhouse and Hinkle Fieldhouse. Caitlin Clark, who has never interacted or responded to Lewis, told law enforcement that she's been very fearful since learning about the threats. She's adjusted her public appearance and travel patterns out of concern for her safety, as she should. Unfortunately, Clark isn't alone with this. Just last month, a 40-year-old man pleaded guilty to stalking UConn star Paige Beckers. Stalking and harassment in women's sports is a growing issue that needs serious attention. These players should be celebrated for their talent, not forced to live in daily fear. Clark had a historic rookie season with the Fever, breaking WNBA records for scoring and assists, turnovers, and earning all WNBA first team honors. The first rookie to do so since Candace Parker in 2005. Man, who wrote this, John? Candace Parker was a rookie in 2008. She was the rookie of the year and the MVP in 2008. What are we talking about here? If convicted, Lewis could face up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. This case, he needs more than 6 years. This case is a stark reminder of the importance of protecting athletes, especially women, from harassment and violence. 100%, I can agree with that. That's it. That's all I got for today. I said what I said. I think the most important part was the last thing that we talked about, and the personal things that I've seen just on this channel covering women's basketball as well over the years. I've seen it with as young as high school kids, bro. That's all I wanted to say. Make sure you protect these women. Make sure you call out this behavior, because something that ends up as a joke and a small little comment from a troll or a stranger or something like that can turn into something serious and something potentially dangerous for the person. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You guys have a great night. And until next time, you all please take care of yourselves.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.